There we go, boys, into the next round of the FA Cup. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the best of watches. It was not an easy watch by any stretch of imagination, but however, we are there. We're into the semi-finals of the FA Cup, and once again, we are going to Wembley. So yeah, 2 goals by, of course, an OG from Ollie Norwood, and a late goal from Hakim Ziyech have put us through in the FA Cup, and as I said, not the best of watches, not the easiest of watches overall, because, you know, it was the same old from a Chelsea standpoint in terms of our performance. We had a lot of possession, we dominated possession and controlled the game in terms of possession, did create quite a lot of chances as well, just couldn't really be clinical and couldn't finish things off in the final third. Sheffield United, in fairness to them, actually grew into the game a little bit in the first half, or first like 50, 55, 60 minutes. They didn't really do anything and didn't really trouble us whatsoever, but in the last half an hour or so, they really gave it a go and actually, you know, scared us once or twice, or maybe even 3 times. They did really well, and overall, the fact that we kept the clean sheet was a bit lucky, you'd have to say, simply because of the fact that the chances that Sheffield United did create were actually pretty decent. I mean, Brewster missed a really good chance in injury time. David McGoldrick, I remember, missed like 1 or 2 really good chances as well, which could have got them back in level terms, but nevertheless, we've got the victory, we're into the semi-finals, and that is what ultimately matters. And yeah, we can be playing Southampton or Manchester City, or of course the winner of Leicester versus Manchester United, who do play later on in the FA Cup quarter-finals. We could be playing any of those 4 teams in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, but the draw will be done later on. And yeah, overall, it would be really nice to win the FA Cup this year, especially after the sheer disappointment of last season against Arsenal. And speaking of Arsenal, I've just noticed they're 2-0 down to West Ham inside 17 minutes, which is just absolutely magnificent. But nevertheless, we're here to talk Chelsea, not to take the piss out of Arsenal, as good as it is to take the piss out of them. We're here to talk about this Chelsea performance, and overall, yeah, again, I think it was a really difficult watch, as I keep saying. A really boring game once again, and we are seeing that a lot from Chelsea in recent weeks, but at the end of the day, the only reason why we're not complaining about this is because we're getting points, which of course is ultimately what matters in football. And yeah, I think we're doing really well at this moment in time under Thomas Tuchel, and since he's taken over, he's just done an absolutely unbelievable job. I couldn't have enough time in this video to actually explain how good of a job he has done, especially, you know, organising what was a shambolic defence before he actually took over. I mean, I'm not sure how long it's been since we conceded a goal, but one stat I did see on Twitter just at the end of the game, we've now gone 11 and a half hours of football without conceding a goal at Stamford Bridge, which is just absolutely unbelievable, like an incredible stat. So fair play Thomas Tuchel. Once again, we were really solid defensively, even though, as I said, we did concede quite a few decent chances and probably were let off the hook to a certain extent in terms of the fact we did get a clean sheet today. But yeah, the record Thomas Tuchel has at us at this moment in time, I'm actually not sure how many games he's been here. I think it's 14 or 15 games now, and we still are yet to face defeat under Thomas Tuchel as Chelsea manager. It's just a phenomenal record. It's absolutely hammered the record in terms of the longest unbeaten run of a new Chelsea manager, smashing Mauricio Sarri's record of, I think it was 11 games or something like that. But yeah, just ridiculously good so far. We're picking up points on a consistent basis. We're going through in competitions on a consistent basis. We got through Atletico Madrid in the Champions League in just phenomenal circumstances, really. We controlled the whole tie for the whole 180 minutes. We've done really well in the FA Cup once again. We haven't conceded a goal in quite some time in the FA Cup. As I said, we're into the semi-finals, which is what matters. And yeah, I don't think any team will really want to play us at this moment in time, judging by the form book and judging by how solid and just resolute we look at this moment in time, especially in terms of transitioning from defence to attack, which we're so good at and we've looked so good at in recent weeks since Thomas Tuchel has took over, and also the fact as well that we're so hard to break down now as well. So I don't think any team will actually want to face Chelsea in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, I'm not going to lie. But in terms of the standout performers, my man of the match, once again, as is always the case in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup and these kind of competitions, Billy Gilmour. What a sensational talent he is. So good on the ball once again, tenacious, aggressive, good in the tackle, so good in terms of transitioning from defence to attack, which of course is, you know, massive in this Thomas Tuchel system. Kind of unlucky that he did get taken off after 72 minutes, but I'm not going to give out about it whatsoever because I think he was the man of the match on the pitch. He controlled the game by his fingertips in midfield. Once again, his passing range. There was a pass he played in the first half towards Callum Hudson-Odoi down the right hand side, which was just an absolutely unbelievable pass. And yeah, nevertheless, I think Billy Gilmour was my man of the match. Once again, in an FA Cup tie, he runs the show, and yeah, I definitely do think that he deserves the man of the match award. Another player I actually thought was really good today was Kurt Zouma in the central centre-back role. I thought he was really good against Atletico Madrid in midweek. I thought he dominated the likes of McGoldrick and McBurney and even Brewster and Burke when they came on as well. All 4 Sheffield United strikers. I don't think any of them could deal with Zouma, his power, his strength, his pace, and overall I think Kurt Zouma is one of the most underrated tacklers you'll probably ever see in the Premier League. Yes, he's not great on the ball, he's not the best reader of the game, but overall, my word, can that man put in a tackle, and yeah, once again, that was really on show today. Thought Ben Chilwell was really good as well. Obviously, he got 2 assists if you count the shot for the own goal and assist, which I do. A very good ball into the box, a whipped in cross, and Norwood doing his best to get Chelsea up and running with a really good finish, but nevertheless, the second assist as well, Chilwell on the break, puts a really good ball, really well weighted ball into Hakim Ziyech, who takes a brilliant touch and bangs it into the bottom corner, and that is Chelsea through to the FA Cup semi-final, as I keep saying. But yeah, another player I thought was, obviously taking the headlines was Christian Pulisic. Pulisic. A lot of people saying that he didn't play well. Well, I think it was a bit mixed for Pulisic. I'm not going to lie, because he had some bright sparks and he had some not so bright sparks. I think, he had a few chances. I think he was quite unlucky not to score in the first place, if I'm honest, because there was a chance in the first half when he did really well in the first place to press down Sheffield United's defenders and actually win the ball back. Then he kind of, stumbled, tripped over his own foot and couldn't really get the, the power on the shot that he wanted, put it straight at Ramsdale. And then in the second half as well, he did an incredible piece of skill, a flip-flap between two Sheffield United defenders and just put it straight at the keeper. But there was definitely bright sparks from Christian Pulisic today, and definitely reasons to be positive as to why he can rediscover that form he had at the back end of last season when he was just tearing defences apart left, right and centre in the Premier League. And yeah, once again, Mason Mount being the captain of Chelsea Football Club on the pitch today. One for the Mason Mount haters. I mean, they're just an absolutely weird bunch of people, aren't they? If you hate Mason Mount at this stage and you're a Chelsea fan, I really do struggle for you. I've said this multiple times on this channel. He's been our best player this season. You can bet your bottom dollar the outright favourite for the Player of the Year award for Chelsea. He definitely deserves it. And yeah, once again, getting the captain's armband and proving that he's not just Frank Lampard's son, and that Thomas Tuchel, a proven tactical masterclass manager, also does rate this guy. So yeah, if you don't rate Mason Mount at this stage, even though he didn't have the best of performances today, he didn't really get involved as much as he probably could have. But at the end of the day, Mason Mount has been our best player this season so far, and yeah, overall having a massive season, and once again really happy to see him get the captain's armband. And yeah, now we move on to the international break, which of course nobody really likes, but at the end of the day, at least you're not Irish, at least you're not a fan of the Irish national team, because let's be honest, it's absolute pain. If you ever watch an Irish football match, you'd probably rather watch paint dry, because I'm not going to lie, it's probably 180 or 270 minutes, whatever we do play, worth of just absolute boredom, with failure and disappointment to come in the end. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to the international break whatsoever. But after the international break, we have a decent run of fixtures against West Brom and Brighton. I think we have to play Crystal Palace as well, and then we get into the business end of the Premier League season, and hopefully we can remain in the FA Cup, get to the final and see what happens from there, get far in the Champions League with those 2 ties over Porto, and then of course get into the top 4 in the end, which I think would just equal an absolutely incredible season under Thomas Tuchel, which at Christmas and New Year's did really look a bit bleak, but so far so good under Thomas Tuchel. Once again, another 3 points. Another win, I should say. I don't even know what I'm saying at this stage, but yeah, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like, because it would mean the absolute world to me. It means more than you could imagine to me if you leave a like rating on this video, and also if you could subscribe to the channel as well, that would be massively appreciated, because we are looking to hit 1,500 subscribers on this channel as soon as we possibly can. So if you were to hit that subscribe button right now, it would cost you absolutely nothing and would make my day, so this is very much a win-win situation. I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya.